My people, it's about that time.
Like a boss.
Live from the USA, helping you get paid every day. This is the boss of Bitcoin, the Cristo of crypto. It's your boy BK. And if you don't like me, you must not like money. Thank you for joining me, everybody. Today we will be looking at one of the best AI projects on the blockchain. Reviewing it, looking at the fundamentals and technical analysis, and also really cool projects that they already have underway that are, customer facing and live and interacting with society right now. So if this is your first time tuning in, congratulations, baby. You are now rocking with the best. My name is BK, also known as the Crypto Trader, and I'm the boss of these charts, as you will soon find out. Every day I grace this microphone with my voice is another day you get to profit as a result, and today is no exception. So if you haven't done it already, smash that like button, hit subscribe. I come on and do these videos every single day to try to help you get paid. And, this is one of the things we do. As I mentioned, you are officially a part of history. This is one of the fastest growing crypto trading channels on YouTube. Shout out to the 400 people that subscribed last week. Well on their way to be empowered and in profit in the market. And did I mention that we're giving away free Bitcoin every single Friday? I come live on the air and pick a random comment out from one of my videos, and that person wins some free BTC. So shout your city out, rep your city. Let me know where in the world you tuning in from. We have a global community, and this is my initiative to try and give back, and pay it forward to some of the number one Bitcoin group members in the world. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's go ahead and make this money. Today we're talking about SingularityNET, right? They are, one of the cornerstone, we'll say, pioneering AI companies on the blockchain. What do they specialize in? Well, their vision is to be the world's leading decentralized AI marketplace running on blockchain. Our core mission is the development of artificial general intelligence for a beneficial technological singularity. I was going to talk more about singularity being, the point of inception where man meets his creator. And, my mind kind of ran to that, 16 Chapel painting and talking about the brain and the immaculate conception and the spark of static electricity between those two fingers, just a light, God said, let there be. And then everything was created. But then when I saw this, the sphere, this kind of like, luminescent, circle that's almost exemplifying consciousness, then my mind went in a different direction. And the first thing that popped into my head was the one movie Sphere from, I think this was like the late 90s, had Samuel L. Jackson in it and Sharon Stone, a young Sharon back in the day. And it was really cool because it was like this sphere that just showed up. And, it was a whole experience just figuring out what it meant and what was inside and how to communicate with it, but it was another form of consciousness that was present in our reality. And then my mind jumped to Leonardo da Vinci and the different ways he utilized spheres in his artwork and his creations and, the mathematics that's contained within, a three-dimensional circle is pretty outstanding. And then I think, one of the paintings that he made, is actually, I think it was one of the most expensive paintings ever sold. It sold for like $400 million. And, right there in his hand, he's holding a sphere. So I think it exemplifies, the mathematical representation of perfection, but also more so in this utilization, I think it exemplifies the existence and the proliferation and the reception thereby of consciousness, right? And that's what I think Singularity is really pioneering, bringing consciousness to machines. They don't necessarily say it like that, but in all components of the word, that's what they're doing. So here's a quick video just to give you a better idea of what they do and how they do it. Check it out.
Right now, there's no platform anywhere in the world that is specifically designed to make it easy for different AIs to communicate with each other, to share data with each other, to make requests of each other, to compensate each other for their work, to rate each other as to how well they did different things.
Sophia is a good platform for bringing together the technologies of artificial intelligence, using SingularityNET as a kind of networking protocol.
Right. You know what we can try next.
The AI code is there, free and open source on the internet right now. It's just hard to find and hard to use. So SingularityNET can complete that connection between AI developers and AI users.
If we achieve SingularityNet the way that we have portrayed it, the way that we have envisioned it, the way that we've engineered it, it will become the single most valuable technology in all of history. This is the chance for us to change the world together. We need participants. We need you, your time, your mind, to make this happen. Work with us to realize the beauty and power of SingularityNet.
So there you go. It's it's pretty, I think, incredible. The progress that has been made, I would say, even inside my lifetime. I remember growing up watching the Jetsons. Like, that was the closest thing we had to a robot was, the little maid that they had running around the room with the little antenna on her head. And now it's like we have legitimate self-orienting AI, empowering these machines, right? This is a snapshot from LA Token. This was back at their conference in 2018. Sophia is Singularity's first AI protocol that's basically her own person. She's actually a citizen in Saudi Arabia. So if you go to right, so this AI is now a citizen, so she has equal rights to participate in humanity. And as you saw, like, they built her mind, they built her body, and now she, quote, exists. And this was the video, and her face right here was 6 years ago. So this has come a lot farther now. I think one of the and so she gave a speech essentially at LA Tokens conference, and it was more so about protecting the rights of blockchain and, kind of integrating it in society. It was more of a scripted dialogue. Like, this was not by any means a free speaking interface. She was just really pre-programmed to interpret questions and, give mild general responses, to whereas now you go on ChatGPT, but she was kind of like the Lucy for ChatGPT and all these other things. And it's interesting, that just popped in my mind because I literally just watched that movie yesterday. But if you've never seen Lucy, it's incredible. It has who is it? Scarlett Johansson and Morgan Freeman. And it's basically a story of this girl transcending into AI. And it's really remarkable. Really gets you thinking about space, time, and, our existence in this world and how our mind interprets, the relevant information. But anyways, this was she's basically the Lucy of ChatGPT and everything that's built on top of it, right? She was kind of the first interface, to really give AI presence for humanity. And that's why I'm doing this video. This is the company that built her, SingularityNET, right? As I told you, that video was made all the way back in 2018. And since then, SingularityNET, aka AGIX, AGIX, had a phenomenal performance. And this is early 2024. So this is just recent. It was under trailing Bitcoin a little bit, but jumped up to outperform Bitcoin almost 400 to 1, right? So it's pretty remarkable. Not 400 to 1, but 400%. Pretty remarkable. I think the price increase, the attention that this company has started to get, and then I did a little bit more research and found out this is probably the motivation behind it. There's a new alliance. It's like the Fantastic Four, Marvel, Capcom, in real life. Artificial Superintelligence Alliance unveils token is now live, right? It's a migration of 3 companies. The Artificial Superintelligence Alliance comprising SingularityNET, we just talked about that one, Fetch.ai, and Ocean Protocol. Today, July 1st, 2024, announced the launch of a multi-chain merger, forming the unified token. This merger marks a significant step towards creating a fully decentralized AI ecosystem. So now we kind of have some ramification as to why the price jumped up as it did. Keep in mind, when you're on the inside of these mergers and acquisitions, you buy early. You buy the rumor and sell the news. By the time everybody else finds out, the money's already been made. But I think it's a huge testament to the intention moving forward. Like it would be like if the Yankees merged with the Mets, merged with the Indians. I'm from Cleveland, so I'm partial to the Indians. But it's like, you take 3 of the best teams in the league and now they all play on the same team, which is incredible. So it's pretty cool that this has happened. This is Fetch AI's chart right here. As you can see, it has some early waves that, kind of created a huge shift in the momentum. And as of late, it's had a big fall off. But one of the things I wanted to mention, they say men lie, women lie, and numbers don't lie. I did a video on Fetch. It was one of the few videos I did at the time. This was in February of 2021, right? This is the video right here. Fetch's price at the time I did this video, 0368. And this video, it shows you, what the moment had created. You know what I'm saying? That's the start of a new cycle. You know what I'm saying? And if you look at it on other charts, basically, essentially, what you'll see, let's jump down on the 77. What you'll see is all 3 of those lines more or less come together. Real close, right? Now you gotta zoom in to see like how close these lines actually are. Like, look at that. That's when you want to look at buying it, people. When basically all the energy inside that chart stops. The whole world stops. It just takes a moment. Bam! Off to a new cycle. You know what I'm saying? That's when lightning strikes and life is created, energy is formed, and it's distilled all the way through into the next phase of existence, right? There you go. That's pretty cool. I was really excited, and animated, but it starts to show you that sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And that's when I did that video, like right at that moment where that white line, and no joke, within the better part of 2 months, this chart had jumped up, I believe, 300% in 61 days, and then another 400% over the next 6 months, and now it's up, 1,200 down to 580%, right? But I think it starts to show you very few people on YouTube have that ability. You know what I'm saying? I know who I am. I know why I'm here, and I know what I'm destined for. And so that's why I most certainly do appreciate each and every one of you joining me on this journey to help change the world for the better, to empower as many people as possible with the capability of making financial attainment through trading these blockchain-based assets. The world is indeed changing. We are here to witness the spectacle, but why not profit from it as well? This is a small, minute, instant of time where it's basically like a permutation inside the matrix, where everything turns sideways, is twisted inside out, and then from within creates a new existence. It's like mitosis of, cell division. Like, you know what I'm saying? We have the dollar, we have the petrodollar, we have fiat, we have government control, we have media propaganda, we have a healthcare system that's set to destroy you. We have all these things in place, politicians that are some of the worst humans in society. It's called a cacrostocracy. Don't believe me? Look it up. Like, this is our world today. But from that, we have created a source of truth known as Bitcoin, known as blockchain technology. From that, we have exemplified companies and protocols and procedures to make humanity advance, potentially for the better. I think that's yet to be seen. I'm not no fearmonger. I don't believe, in speaking of a negative future and expecting another. I say speak what you preach and live every minute of it. So I am saying right now, we have the ability to embrace this technology and build it in a way that it empowers humanity, not enslaves it. Unfortunately, today, a lot of people feel like we're actually living on a prison planet. Like, when you look at the Matrix, that's what they talk about. It's a prison cell that you can't see or taste or touch. It is the church you go to. It is the job you sit at for 8 hours a day. It is the school that teaches your children. These are different forms of the control that has been set up to conform the human mind and limit the creativity. But now we have companies that are creating protocols that hopefully will contribute to the liberation, of some of these humanity issues, right? That's my optimistic speech. Hopefully it happens. It's not looking very good, though, I will admit. A lot of puppets in place, continuing to do the dance that the string holders. Anybody remember Punch and Judy? I don't know why, but my head just jumped to this right now. It's like they show us the puppets that's dancing on stage. You know what I'm saying? Because these are like the politicians that people run out and vote for every 4 years, thinking they go check a box, identify as a citizen slave, check a box, stand in line for 3 hours, check a box, and all their problems go disappear. Okay. You participated in the form of government that's controlling you. You, like George Carson say, he said, don't be mad with whoever got elected. You wanted a master and you got one. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be mad. Like, as long as you vote, you self-identify as a slave. Hey, to each their own, right? But anybody remember Punch and Judy? This remind me of the politicians that's like always dancing on stage. How come you always see the puppets dancing on stage, but you never see the ones that's pulling the strings? You see what I'm saying? Well, guess what? We got some free-thinking individuals out here, and not all of them are encased in a robotic form. Some of them walking around bright as day, spreading the good word, trying to help people change their life. And guess what? We have events taking place to proliferate that process. We have monetary systems set up and methodologies set up that allow you to analyze and predicate where you want to be profitable. Right? As I've told you countless times on this channel, it's not a matter of if, but when blockchain protocol becomes the status quo of societal interactions and engagement. And just like I could jump on a video and pinpoint a moment in time and say, you better jump in. You know what I'm saying? If you like money, you better jump in, put down 2, pick up 6 like a boss. Well, that would have been put down 2, pick up 20. You know what I'm saying? Put down 200, pick up 20,000. Right? That's what that run would have did for you right there. But that is my mission. That is my journey. That's why somebody got to be the boss. You feel me? And trust me, I done paid the cost. I got 3 letters and about 10,000 hours of academic enrichment from some of the best universities in the world. I am personal good friends with many millionaires, and I've personally helped them to build their empires and scale their endeavors. And now I'm dedicating my efforts to the fruits of myself. Right, so that those who come on my line after me have something to look forward to, and that will be anchored on the chain. Drake said, take his fiat paper and put it in the grave. I said, turn mine to BTC and let it live on the blockchain. So there we go, baby. This is SingularityNET, also known as the Super Intelligence Alliance, FET AI. is the recipient of this merger. So all of the energy essentially will be dissipated into this chart. The merger will happen. And, you know, I believe SingularityNET and Ocean will now live through FET AI. So it's almost a singularity in time where, you know, these mergers came together and we can start to see the new ecosystem and the new future being created in our lives. These are indeed very, very interesting times. These are indeed the end times. We can look at the deterioration and the destruction of one system and the proliferation and the creation of another. And you get to choose which future you want to be a part of. Do you want to be a part of one that enslaves you, that misinforms you, misdirects you, and is built off profiting from your own suffering? Or do you want to live in one that, you know, has a single source of truth, is open source, accessible, free to the world, anywhere, anytime, and is of the people, for the people, and by the people, right? The choice is always yours. So with that being said, everybody, it's that time of the day. Signing out, boss. Boy BK, no matter where you stay, Brazil to Bay, California, all the way back out through Germany. Good night, good morning, and good day. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for your time. Shout out your city in the comments if you want to win some free Bitcoin. Do that for me if you appreciate mine. Till we meet again, stay cryptic, y'all. Peace.
Like a boss.